Good morning everybody and welcome back to our Kansas Gaming. Kansas here bringing you some more Starship Simulator. Alright guys, before we get into this, remember to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, tap that notification bell, leave us that nice comment below as we get into the video. Now, last time you remember we did the training modules. After we finished, I was tinkering around with doing the start new mission, and I'm going to wipe it because we're going to start from scratch. We've only got access to the Magellan class, but apparently there's going to be other classes that we'll be able to get access to later on in the game in the full version. So I'm looking forward to that, to be honest with you. I'm going to start with Cold and Dark. I mean, I've spent some time actually jotting down the cold start procedure because I kept on getting it wrong. I tried recording this video maybe 4 times and I kept on getting it wrong. So basically we're going to start that. We're going to start with a full crew as well. So, you know, this is going to be interesting. Alright, so let's get into it. We're going to start with a cold start. So remember we did that in the tutorial. Took ages to do, but hopefully we can get this done quickly because we've now got everything written down. Okay, we're going to start in the bridge area. We're in the conference room and we are going to leave because bridge is over there. Alright, we're going into like the communal area. I'm not, mess hall, I think you could call it. Alright, then we've got to get down to F deck. So there's C deck, which is science labs. D deck, habitation upper. E deck, habitation lower. And here we are. Oops, we got engineering. We've got a lift that's going to be put there. I think I'm going the wrong way, but we're going to keep on going around here. Nope, here we go. One reactor room. Alright. So, like in the training video, everything is offline. I mean, we are dead. I mean, yeah, it sort of goes to show. Actually, I think it was this way, actually, to get to it. You can see crew walking around, which is great. Here we are. So we want the startup distribution board. And we, unlike the other one, which actually you had to wait to connect everything until we actually highlighted it, otherwise it wouldn't go on to the next stage. We can just now connect all of that up, connect up the reactor supply. We got emergency lighting, so we are golden. All right, so we're back in here. As you can see, as it said in the thing, we're basically got to go through a few things. So we start the reactor, we start the vacuum pump. That's all cool. But now we've got to, where was it? Here we are. We've got to supply everything. So we've got the helium. Now what was the order for this? So helium coolers. So we want to turn on both of these coolers. And we're going to turn on the feeds. So they're now filling up, which is cool. And it's getting colder as well. All of those valves there are open. So that is that done. Whoa, same sort of dealio over here. We want to start up our chillers. We want to open both of the valves. Let's make sure everything's coming through there. Yeah, it's cool. Cooling off nicely in that one. And that one. So we are good. And this is where it started to get a little bit more complicated. So we want to come around here. We want to put on that valve there. And we want to power it on. And that's going to feed our deuterium. Then we want HE3. We want that to be open. Want the helium. And that's pump is on. Right, so that's that bit done. Right, let's get back to reactor control. Yes, we've still got a couple of things to do. We need to turn on the helium supply. Hello, crewman. Deuterium He3. Right, and that's got that done. Sorry, Chloe, but I do need to get to that control panel, please. Excuse me? Hello? Anybody home? Hello? Alright, we'll just have to push in, I guess. Alright, so everything's cooled down, so we can turn on the field coils. We can initiate the reaction. Hey! It's alive! Okay, sorry. I had to do a Dr. Frankenstein there. Okay, so we now increased to 100% power, and we can hit supply mode. So we're not running off the startup. Now we want to go to the reactor output distributors, which is that console that just lit up over here. I think you just saw that. And we want to turn all of these bad boys on, like say. And then we want the battery one, which should be this one, once it's decided to power up for me. There we go. We turn all the batteries on. That is cool that we can just punch a board there. That's nice. Alright, next we want the main battery distributor, which... oh, sorry, no, that is the main battery distributor. What am I about? Oh, so... Right, next thing we need to do is we need to go to the battery rooms themselves, and, well, more accurately, we need to go behind them. How did I get to them? Oh, here we go. This is the way. So all of these are online. They're charging up, so that's all good. We need to get behind them. Now, how did I get behind them? I think it's this corridor here. Aft, cargo holds and shuttle bay. Oh, so this is where we started off when we did the tutorial. Alright, well, this is what we want. We want the aggregator arrays. So there's 8 of these in total. So we just need a... well, we get the other one for the aft deck because we're here. So we know when we've done a complete cycle. Now, we're going to come across these panels, which are distributors, but they're not the jobbies we need to worry about at the moment. Alright, so we're now at the port side. Oops, didn't want to test that. Just want to connect it. More distributors there. So next aggregator is here for the forward section. I love the humming. Right. So that's all of the aggregators sorted out. So now we've got to go back to the reactor room because that's really where the next... I guess it doesn't really matter which way I go. The next bit of action is to be able to get this ship up and trucking. Right, now next thing we need are the 4-deck distributors. Which basically distribute for all decks. Where's a stairwell to go down? Quite hard when you've got somebody standing in the way. Huh? Hey, that shouldn't have happened. That shouldn't happen at all. Oh, nuts. Wrong one. Everything's offline again. I'm sure I put that back in startup mode, didn't I? Why is that still off? I'm confused. Why did that trip out? Right, in startup mode. Those are still open. All the valves are still open, so all we got to do now is just get the pumps back online and well, everything's getting cooler, so that's good. That shouldn't have tripped. Maybe it's the way I did those deck distributors. Maybe there's a way of doing it. Maybe we've got to do the lower deck first and in sort of a clockwise manner or something. Because I think that's what we did when we did the training. So go back to that supply bit. Right. Right, they're all connected. Batteries are all connected. Well, these are not connected. So... did I, like, maybe overload a deck or so, you know, I don't know. But this wasn't part of the training, so... But, let's get this done. Right. Right, okay, so that worked. That worked. Right, well that looks like that's this deck done. That worked. And it went this way, so it was clockwise. Okay. There's one other thing I wanted to look at. There's external feed, emergency solar array. So fire extinguisher moving on its own. Get the engines up and trucking. Right. Check all our valves. Make sure everything is all good. Because it was showing that high temperature. I'm a little concerned about that one. Because there's nothing I can see that actually would help us with that. Okay. Actually, where is the stairwell? Oh yeah, we need to go to the upper deck for that. Right, so we're done down here in engineering. So If you guys remember, we had to go to the bridge next to be able to power up the bridge. Alright, where are we? Here we are. Right. So, we've managed to get that up and trucking. There's a tablet down there. Hey. Where'd it go? No? Alright, well you can stay down there. Okay. Alright, so let's begin our adventure. So scan target. And again we'll go to Alpha Centauri. We'll see what's there. Right, we want to use sensor target. Use the auto nav. And engage FTL. Bye bye, Earth. And look at that, we're on our way. And it's cool, ladies and gentlemen. We've actually managed to get this ship from cold start. We're now on our way from the Sol system. We're heading towards our destination. "11 seconds out. Alright, we're slowing down. I think that means we stopped. Okay. So we're here, we're in another star system. Let's see what else we can do. Can we go down there? Does that look like a pair of lips to you, or is that just me? Big empty room. Our conference room there. Encyclopedia Natural Illustrata. And don't ask me to try and read those other ones because I honestly can't. Relativity, it deepens. God. Alright. That's cool. So it reminds me of 10 forward and, you know, it's that sort of idea. Oh, what's this? Okay, that's a nice little Easter egg. I'm gonna guess this is meant to be the galley eventually. Alright, let's have a look around some of these decks. We haven't done that yet. Oh, I guess this is like a placeholder for quarters. Actually, why have we got the torch still on anyway? Blimey, sort of like prison rules or what? It's quite bare at the moment. Well, this room is actually doesn't have any lighting in it. I see, sort of like mirror image sort of jobby. I think it just keeps on going. Oh, it's just lighting. Okay. Distributor B deck. That one's not on. Alright. Interesting. Is there a way out of here? Other than up the ramp? Nope. So we'll head back up the ramp. Administration and staterooms. Right, so we started off at the VIP lounge and we're sort of working our way around. So we're currently between stateroom 4 and 5, so that's got to be stateroom 6. So we're there. Okay, that's an interesting work in progress room. I mean, it just catches me off guard sometimes, you know. I mean, I know this is a work in progress, but it's sort of like the humour that this guy's got is quite funny. Loads of science labs. I imagine like each of these is probably going to have like its own unique purpose, you know, maybe one for like xenobiology, one for what's it called, the study of rocks, for example, or something like that. I mean, each of these is probably going to have a use eventually. Or maybe it's going to be a case of you can assign a use to it. you know, from what I understand of the description, it's going to get quite interesting in that regard. Whoa. Okay, lots of crew habitations on this deck. Ah, there's a medical facility there. Okay, so it said back wall crew cabin. Well, it's not exactly a crew cabin at the moment. Crew cabin. Oh, that's quite neat. That's a neat idea. You know, what? The ship ends. Right, where's that medical room it said about? Sure, it said it was around here somewhere. I'm going to say pass. I've got no idea. I'm not even sure I want to go in there at the moment. Maybe that was the medical room? I really have no idea. Let's see if we can find a navigation console. Yeah, map. Could have been hydroponics, actually. Ah, but it says there the park. So I wonder if that's what I was looking at. That big room. Really quite hard to tell, but I mean the level of detail that's gone into designing this ship is actually quite staggering. We've already done the habitation. We're back down to engineering. Alright, I'm not entirely sure there's much else that we can actually do in this demo. I think it's just really more of a hey, look at this, get a feel for it, and you know, imagine what this is going to be like when we've added in about 10,000 more rooms and you know, a lot more crew. Because at the moment I feel like there's only a skeleton crew aboard. Because they did say that you could actually like sit in the command chair and actually order an NPC to do, to do the job for you. Oh yeah, do you remember we played with all that? I mean, that was fun. Raise lower shields. So yeah, interesting. Lights flickered there. Not sure why. Okay, let's try something that's a bit more distance. M class. Say that one there. Scan target. Apparently there's a terrestrial planet there. Send to helm. We'll try one more. And we'll see where that takes us and how things sort of go from there, I guess. Mission time sort of going funny on the board there. That's the warp bubble created around the ship. Let's see what happens when we get to this place. Sort of quite interested to see But it's nice that we can sort of travel between stars. We can do it all in real time, as if it was like well, it is a simulation, isn't it? It's a perfect simulation. It's done really, really well. So saying we're going to get there in about 2 minutes, so that's not too bad considering we're travelling. What was it? Almost 10 light years. So, and I think this ship can do 300 light years an hour. If I remember correctly. I mean, I have to go back to the basic training for that, but I'm not really interested to do that at this moment in time. Yeah, Tau City. Or Saitai. It depends really on where you come from and how you wish to pronounce it. Be interesting if we get there and we see sort of like a blob alien or something. Do you know what? I don't think I even went to the hangar bay to see if there's a ship in the hangar bay. I'll tell you what. Your autopilot's in charge. It's getting us to our destination. So whilst it's getting us there, we can get down there and have a look. Although saying that, now I've probably left, you know, we'll probably find ourselves, you know, smack in the middle of the planet or something. Deck F engine. Christ, that scared me. Probably want the next deck down. There we go. I thought it was on this deck that there was the where's the door? There it is. Right, I'm gonna have to have a look at each deck in turn. Just double check things. Battery rooms. No, it's not this deck. That's for sure. Shuttle bay on this one. So, right, we're facing the reactor room. So if we go 2 rings out, turn left, and then it's first right. So 2 rings out, turn left, first right. Hello? Anybody in here? Accurately, anything in here? I don't think there is anything in here. All of a sudden you get a jump scare right at the... Some sort of force field barrier. Does it work? Nope, pass through. Alright, let's get back to something that we actually know. Because actually, to be honest with you, that big room is actually starting to wig me out. Alright, so we've got exploring a little bit, we've got a general gist of the idea of this game, we've done a cold start, and yeah, honestly, I'm really excited to see what happens next in these demos. I mean, are they going to introduce some life forms for us to interact with and see how that actually works in the mechanics of us exploring the universe? And for example, would we be able to bring galactic peace and create a federation, or would we be destined to fight everything that's out there because we pit this race against that race and it creates galactic war? And who knows? I mean, possibilities are endless. So I'm going to leave it here, guys. I mean, this has been fantastic. Thoroughly enjoyed this Starship Simulator. I really want to see what happens next, but I've got to get on with some of the other games that we've got. I'm going to be spending some more time finishing off some of the stuff that I've started but haven't finished, because I've just so side railed from a lot of them. So I think I'm going to get back to Windbound, which is that sailing game that I started, I think it's about a year ago now, and haven't finished. And yeah, we'll sort of go from there, guys. Join me next time on Akanshas Gaming, guys, and we'll see what we do, see where we get to, and what we're up to. I had so much fun with this. I hope you guys did as well. Thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you next time. Bye, guys.